You're looking at the face of a guy who just blew his rear main seal on his 4AG powered 8086 Corolla.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Blowing rear main seals on these engines isn't that common, but it will blow if you do an idiot breather setup like I did. I have some really nice JSP Fab valve covers, and I ran two 10AN breather lines from the valve cover ports to a catch can. I don't allow any of these lines to actually breathe.
Breathe and hydrate, breathe and hydrate, breathe and hydrate.
Crankcase pressure built up so high that all that pressure had to go somewhere. Sometimes it pops the dipstick, sometimes it blows the front main seal. In our case, it blew the rear main seal. The remedy for something like this is to get a catch can that has a breather port. Like I could definitely pull off one of these 10AN fittings, put this vent here, and I'd be set. Or get a much better catch can that allows the crankcase pressure, once it builds up, to breathe out somewhere. When you have ITBs like I do, it's kind of hard to route the blow-by back into the engine in a clean manner, and a lot of guys just run a filter at the end of their catch can. I didn't do that. I just plumbed everything back into the engine thinking it would cycle, but no, all I did was just double the pressure into one little can, sealed it off, and then I popped the rear main seal. What a moron, I know.
Mike over here is a genius.
And since it's an extremely rainy day here in Washington, I got nothing better to do than to jack this thing in the air, get on my back, and start to fit. You can see there's an insane amount of oil coming from the transmission, and the only way we can really address this problem is by pulling the transmission and replacing the main seal. Bond me break time, right Kodak? So now is a good time for me to move my way to the inside, pull the center console, and release the shifter so that way the transmission can drop once I pull all the bell housing bolts. Now I can remove the drive shafts, remove the transmission brace, remove the bell housing bolts, and drop the transmission. These two are the bottom bolts of the transmission, these two are the upper bolts of the transmission, and these two are the starter bolts for the transmission. There's also going to be two bolts that hold in the center bearing for the drive shaft that I didn't show on camera, but easy ones. Those are 12 mils. With all that done, it's time to wrap up the episode here. The next steps is we got to drop the transmission, remove the flywheel, remove the clutch, and get to the rear main seal. Hopefully it just popped out and we can reuse it. If not, we can throw in a new one.